chromatography technique. This chromatography technique helps to understand the various colors that we see in a leaf or leaves is not due to a single pigment but due to 4 pigments. What are the 4 pigments that are present in it? Okay. So first one is, if you take the chlorophyll A, second one is chlorophyll B, third one is carotenoids, fourth one is xanthophylls. Chlorophyll A, if you see in the graph on the chromatography, on the chromatogram or chromatographic paper or paper chromatography technique, if you carefully see them, chlorophyll A, okay, it shows a blue color spectral lines. So, blue color spectral lines. Chlorophyll B, if you carefully observe, it shows a green color line. Carotenoids, if you observe, yellow color. In fact, xanthophylls also exhibits yellow color on the chromatographic paper. This chromatography technique helps to understand the various colors, 4 major colors that are involved in the photosynthesis. It separates the colors that are commonly present in the sunlight. The sunlight contains various colors like vibgyor, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. Now, if you take the B1, rate of photosynthesis measured by oxygen released. The rate of photosynthesis is shown in another graph, and the relation between light absorption and rate of photosynthesis you can see in this graph. So, chlorophyll A, already told you. Let us see how these vibgyor colors are separated as per the graph you understood. So, now showing the wavelength at maximum photosynthesis occurs in a plant. Can you see that wavelength? What is that? Wavelength at which there is a maximum absorption by chlorophyll. In the blue and red regions also shows that higher rate of photosynthesis, whereas we conclude that chlorophyll A is the chief pigment associated with the photosynthesis. But if you say there is a complete 1-to-1 overlap between absorption spectrum or absorption of the sunlight or absorption of the spectral lines, okay, of chlorophyll A and the action of spectral lines in photosynthesis. But how can you say that? These chromatographic graphs together showed that most of the photosynthesis in plants, okay, shown or occurs takes place in the blue and red regions of the spectrum. Blue and red regions of the spectrum. Some photosynthesis does takes place at the other wavelengths of the visible spectrum. How it happens? You know that chlorophyll is the major pigment responsible for trapping sunlight energy. But other thylakoid pigments, there are other pigments that are present in the thylakoid membranes. These thylakoid membranes, which contain pigments like chlorophyll B, okay, chlorophyll B, xanthophylls, carotenoids, which are called accessory pigments. Chlorophyll B, xanthophylls and carotenoids, these 3 together called as accessory pigments. They also absorb light and transfer the energy to chlorophyll A. They also absorb the sunlight energy. And transfer to chlorophyll A. Hence, these three pigments are considered as accessory pigments. Indeed, they do not only enable a wide range of wavelength of incoming light, but they have to be utilized for photosynthesis. Also, protect chlorophyll A from photooxidation. These three pigments protect the chlorophyll A from photooxidation. What do you mean by oxidation? As you know that, and photooxidation occurs in the presence of sunlight. Finally, what is light reaction? That we will continue in the next part.